and we are back with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game.
Yay.
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 How to feel like you're 8 years old again.
Aside
from going...
To be fair, though, old TMNT, if you go back to watch it now, it's fucking terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, show does not hold up.
No, not at all.
Ghostbusters only holds up for like 1 or 2 seasons.
So without Raph, okay.
I'm okay with being Donatello. It's weird that they make Raph the 4th one.
Well, yeah, his range is the shortest. Nobody wants to use Raph.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god.
Just hit other buttons.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we're good. Alright. Like, look how... Look,
Definitely looks a lot better than the NES version.
oh my god, yeah, man. The NES version couldn't support more than 2 characters on, like 3 characters on screen at once.
No, it
Without breakup.
did not have nearly the
Watch out
enemy
for the bowling
spawn.
balls coming down the stairs.
Never.
This plays just like the Turtles in Time SNES version.
That's...
Yeah.
Yeah, the SNES version didn't quite look this good, but it played almost...
Oh, no,
there
it
was
didn't look
definitely
as
there was
good,
definitely still some like some flickering and some slowdown issues, but again, no console game really nailed that for a lot of years.
I know it sounds weird, but of all the things that I find it strange to be able to emulate, arcade is probably up there for me. Because everything else you could rip from a data source, but like, how did they get the data from the boards?
Oh, somebody...
Oh, I know somebody dumped them, obviously, but it blows my mind that we can play old arcade games not in a cabinet, of all things.
For me,
Yeah.
it's... The games are fun.
But, the cabinet needs to be there.
The risk of not losing your quarter, I actually intentionally put 40 lives on just to see how many it takes me to get through this. Because fuck it, why not? I want to track. Oh god. Oh. That's Rocksteady. Hit detection's a little bit better in this because you can tell when you're hitting them. Yeah. Oh, shell shock.
I know, that's the only thing missing. I kept thinking that every time we died in the Simpsons game.
Wasn't that a Turtles in Time thing?
Yeah.
I think I've died once so far. I think I started.
Suck it!
Ah, shut it!
I have to assume that's what he yelled.
Suck it! Before he threw Jazz out the front window.
Jazz.
The original voice of the Shredder?
Yeah.
It's Uncle Phil.
Yeah. Okay. I get it now. Sorry, it took me a second.
It's okay. Try to follow along here. It's a fast moving show, kids. Wow.
Tonight I
Stuck
died.
on Turtles.
Oh, that's a great line.
The enemy spawns are out in force.
Really though, holy fuck.
Oh, it's because there's 3 of us. I played through this the other night, just single player, because I love it. And,
Did ya?
Yeah, and there were not nearly these enemy spawns.
That's fair.
But that makes sense, too. At least it scales.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they gotta increase the difficulty somehow, right?
Yeah, they just spawn more enemies and make games like this. They spawned more enemies and made the bosses harder. Typically.
Typically, yeah.
Down the streets. Either of you play the Manhattan Project on the NES?
I did.
Sequel to this? I used to play the shit out of that.
It was
Oh,
good.
I've never played it.
Oh man, NES beat 'em ups, man. When I was a kid, we used to play them all the time.
I didn't own an NES. I used to go to my friend's place and play it.
Oh, I suppose for it would have been a little outdated at that point.
Yeah. No, I had the SNES really early on in its life, and that's why I played the fuck out of it.
My neighbor had a Genesis. Was one of those kids who bought onto the Genesis. He bought it with his own money, which I was, you know, to his credit at our age, that was pretty awesome. But like, I don't know if I buy a Genesis, dude. Like, oh, you're just a Nintendo fanboy. I'm like, no, just based on their track record, I'm not too sure I'd be.
Next year there's going to be a new console, and the next year there'll be
Yeah,
another
I think
one.
he did that right around the Sega CD era. So I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, I think you're kind of fucking wasting your money on this one.
The thing that sucks about Sega is they were always ahead of their time, minus the sound.
Well, they were ahead of their time when the Genesis dropped because that was the first one to have a true proper FM sound chip.
Oh yes, yeah.
But they didn't update that shit because once we got the Super NES, fuck off. That sweet, sweet Super NES sound.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God damn, I fucking hate that.
The sweet, sweet.
On the NES, I think that's fucking. It's not Bebop. It's
No, that's
Metalhead, isn't
in
it?
Turtles in Time. It's Metalhead. They recycled that level in the SNES version.
That's right. Yeah.
You'll notice that about some of these levels that they
Yeah.
seem eerily reminiscent of Turtles in Time.
Pizza Monster.
Yeah, and then when you play the Turtles in Time arcade game, you feel them missing noticeably.
This just captures Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at the height of its time, man.
Oh, this was peak popularity.
When I was, 6 years old, and this was the cat's ass, man.
Oh yeah.
It's so disappointing that the TMNT on arcade was not nearly as good as the SNES version.
Yeah, I don't know why Turtles in Time shit the bed on arcade so... Well, not even so badly, it's just...
It still plays better
Oh, it
than
plays better, yeah.
the SNES version. You get more levels that are more iconic because we were able to play them.
Yeah.
We didn't get to the later levels because, look at this. Look at this. Look what just happened. We just party wiped. Why? Because it's a goddamn quarter muncher, and that's what these games do. I love them to death. I love them dearly, but that's...
Oh my god, it rolled. Oh my god.
Go down
really?
to the water, dude.
There you go.
Just don't stay
No,
in the
I
water.
just got kicked back by one of the footmen into the spike wall, which did damage to me, then the spike wall did damage. Then the spike wall landed on me while I was on the ground, unable to move, and did damage.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta get out of the water.
And that's the worst. Then you're... At that point, Dad's standing by the door waiting for you to finish your fucking game, and you're pissed off because that's your last death.
Yep.
Yeah.
These fucking mousers. Those are genuinely scary little fucking monsters. This also lacked that Baxter Stockman. It lacks the throwing the enemies to the screen.
Yeah, that
was
was
time.
That was cool.
That was a good use. It's those things that the arcade game lacked that the Super NES had, but at the same time the game just didn't play as well, and you couldn't play 4-player.
Well, Nintendo invented Mode 9, which is that Mode 3D that they did.
Mode 7.
Or Mode 7, yeah.
Yeah.
And
That was, their fake 3D wraparound that only really used in the first year, and then they hardly ever used it after that.
Yeah, well,
They used it
Nintendo's got a gimmick thing where they come up with something new and they this is going to be
Revolutionary.
the thing.
Mode 7 was a big fucking deal when that came
Square
out.
Enix used Mode 7 a lot, to be fair. You can see it in pretty much all of their
Yes.
RPGs.
Yes, they did.
But, yeah, not many others really took super huge advantage of that after the first year. Super Castlevania used it obnoxiously.
Yeah.
Fair.
Which is first year and a half of the system. So yeah, that'd be consistent. Watch out. That explodes. Mega Man 2, notoriously, which pissed off the emulator community for a lot of years because you can't emulate Mode 7.
No, it's not Mode 7, it's the wireframe.
Oh, the FX chip.
The FX chip,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
FX chip I was thinking of.
Yeah, and that pissed off a lot of people because literally the only reason the Super FX chip is in there is for wireframe fucking Sigma and the X in the title on the title screen.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, so you can't. Yeah, even on most Retron consoles and stuff,
Yep.
they do not support Super FX chip, so you can't play that. Can't play Super Mario RPG. Can't play Stunt Race FX.
They found a way to emulate that since though.
Oh, emulate it, yeah. I mean, but consoles trying to play the genuine cartridge.
Oh yeah, no.
Unless it's an SNES, it's not going to work. And Jesus, man, like, as much as we say, oh, okay, like, that sucks, they will never be able to perfect an N64 replacement. It's an N64 or nothing. Because that console used so much black magic and wizardry to make basically everything
the game
happen.
cartridges require all, like, the game files are so fucking small, but there's so much on there. It makes no goddamn sense.
Well, again, it had shortcomings though.
Whoa.
You look at the draw distance at that time; everything's very foggy.
And that's the thing, is like they created a lot of chips.
But then somehow they managed to fucking cram all of Resident Evil 2 onto a fucking cartridge.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, is like they basically, as opposed to just trying to cram it onto cartridge spaces, a lot of the developers created specialized chips to perform what they needed to perform.
Yeah.
Which is why it can't be emulated properly, because they don't know how in the hell to emulate those chips.
Makes sense.
So like that's why even PC emulators are dodgy on still on certain games. That's not it, is it?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only 3 scenes. Probably get like at least 5.
I think there's 5.
Yeah.
We fight our way basically into the Technodrome at this point.
I could have chosen time as Technodrome as well.
Yeah, it was a staple of it, man. Even Turtles 1 had a Technodrome.
That was a sick toy as a kid.
Yep, it was.
Holy
Push the
crap.
button in the eyeball, would roll down the front.
Yeah. Yeah, it would pop the ramp down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I
god.
hated the fucking clank noises of fighting these things.
80s were the king of fucking... I'm sorry, I'm really trying not to jerk off 80s, 90s nostalgia, because there's just enough of that going
For
on
the
right
arcade. For the arcade though, man, that was it. That was it. That was the hype. You know, like right around 1995 is when it starts to drop off, and then by 2000 it's not dead, but it's not...
It's dead in everywhere. It's dead here because there was nobody really to support it anymore, because it was a dying thing. Nobody goes out, nobody does that stuff anymore. The world doesn't work that way. It's much like why there's no Saturday morning cartoons, right? It's you can just get that shit on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's just the way the world works. And unfortunately, arcades were one of those things. Now,
I'm those sad casualties.
but I'm very happy to say it is kind of coming back. Our generation remembers it. I was in Montreal and I saw fucking arcade. I went to Arcade 2000.
You know what? I was fucking wondering when arcades were gonna make a comeback because goddamn,
They have. There's
record players. Have
there's
made a
barcades.
comeback.
Barcades. Yep. There's one in St. John. If I haven't been in, I really should go.
No.
There's a couple in... No?
No, I mean, no, I haven't gone either.
Babs went to one in Montreal
So
with
weird,
fucking
though.
Captain Caveman. Said it was awesome.
Why are record players popular again?
Ever listen to metal on vinyl, dude?
Nope.
And that would be why. Metal on certain old rock on vinyl just has this really cool sound, but it comes down to a form of jerking off to have the right stereo, the right amp, the right speakers. I just want to listen to the fucking song.
Yeah.
But there are some people who, you know, the sound, and I'll attest, I've heard Ozzy on vinyl, and I've heard Sabbath on vinyl, and I've heard it on CD, and I've heard it digitally. There's something about that crackling and popping and that sound that you get from listening to it.
Well,
on
it was
player.
representative of the era.
But
I mean,
But you're getting people that are buying brand new CDs and albums on vinyl.
oh yeah,
Pop
absolutely.
music and everything.
It's a choice. Like, as far as people saying, oh, it's the only way to listen to it, no.
No.
For people to say, oh, it's a better sound quality than CD, no, it's not. But it's a different quality. It's a different
It's
mastering.
different. I think that's a better way of putting it. It's a different sound. It's definitely not better. It's a different sound.
It's different, yeah.
Because yeah, I know that difference is there, but am I willing to spend that kind of money to do so? No. I'm not willing to spend that much money and dedicate myself to...
Well, no, I mean, especially now when they're charging like $45 a vinyl, or even $20 a vinyl. Like, vinyls were not that expensive back in the day because vinyls are not that expensive to press. Now, admittedly, I'm sure they are now because it's not as prevalent.
It's a limited pressing for a lot of the cases.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Thus drives the price
Being a
up.
collector's
But,
item.
Yeah.
well, that's what it is, right? Limited run game. There's an entire fucking market now to limited run hard copies of games for people like me who are, you know, I like to have a hard copy of what I'm playing. Like, I just died 3 times from
Oh yeah, I've been dying back to back now. It's getting bad. Yeah, I've kind of reached this point where I don't give a fuck about hard copies. Like, hard copies can be nice.
I still do.
I still do as well.
I still do.
It's nice that I can then turn around and trade or sell my copy, but unless it's a series that I'm really into, if I'm gonna get a better deal digital, I'll buy digital. The only thing that sucks is hard drive space on my PS4.
It's now come to a point where if a game isn't good enough for me to buy it a hard copy, why do I want it digitally?
No, that's fair.
I mean,
I'm just saying that like, if I'm gonna get a better deal, I'm gonna go with the cheaper option.
Now that being said, I got Rocket League because it was cheaper to buy it on Steam than it was to buy it used. So at that fucking point, that decision was made for me. It's like, hell.
I got it for free on my PS4.
I don't know, fuck you, Sony boy.
Yeah, I like the console.
Choke on that giant black monolith penis. You say nothing over there.
I wasn't saying that. I was just going to say that I think it kind of depends on what it is. Like, I guess, and it kind of comes back to the whole vinyl versus CD thing is like, you look at a console and I want a hard copy because that's what I'm used to. That was the thing, man. That was part of the process. That was part of the experience.
Yep.
But on PC, I could give a shit less.
Yeah, that's fair. Because
PC,
I'm on Steam. It's like you don't even have hard copies on PC anymore.
Yeah.
I guess why I'm bitter about it is if games like Scott Pilgrim had gotten a physical release.
Oh man, yeah.
That's my best example. Alan Wake got a physical release. You can still buy used copies of Alan Wake. They're going up in price, admittedly.
I don't know if I still have it anymore. I used to have Alan Wake there.
Can't buy digitally anymore. You have to buy it secondhand at like a pawn shop or something or buy it on eBay because you can no longer buy it digitally.
Really?
Music rights.
Yep. That's
What?
why Scott Pilgrim, the license of the lapse. Oh shit! It's Buddy from fucking Dimension X.
Yeah. You can't buy Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
No,
Same thing.
that's why Stovall has my copy.
You can buy
that's
3,
bullshit.
and you can buy 4 now, but you can't buy 2.
And you can't get one unless it's main, man.
I use Party Wipe.
No, 1 was released on. I have it.
Do you?
Yep. 1 was released on PlayStation.
I guess that does make sense then why you would want a physical copy.
Yeah, that's all.
As for the
Limited run games. It's a niche thing.
Sorry.
No, actually, I do have Alan Wake. I own it digitally on Xbox 360.
Oh, yeah, then you're good. You can just re-download it.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Jesus fucking
Yeah, I'm down to my last life. This
3.
guy just dropped me 10 hearts.
We got him.
This level dropped
Bo.
me just about 10 lives. So $5 at 50 cents a play.
Splinter.
Yeah, here we go.
Just, Jesus, what a jump!
Right?
We gotta find the Technodrome. I think we found it, guys. I'm not trying to be pedantic here, but...
I got those fuckers.
If you could jump that high this whole time, why are we walking?
And from the amount that the turtles actually break into the Technodrome, they must have like a wicked cleanup crew.
Right?
Yeah.
Those janitors have job security.
They just, who do you think's letting the turtles in?
I don't know.
Someone's been leaving the fucking door of the Technodrome
Maintenance
open.
team. Oh my god. Ugh. Speaking of bullshit quarter sinks. Nope. Fuck out of this. There's another one.
everyone always says, you know, when they say, oh, when I'd like to live in a certain time period, I'd pick this or I'd pick that. Japan in the 1990s, man. That was the fucking shit. When they just had their giant technology boom and everything was new and shiny and cool like this shit was.
Oh, fuck off! Seriously?
No, I can agree with that.
No, not him. I mean, just the bullshit
No,
arcade
I
death
know
that we just got ganked with.
90s Japan would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But still, we're gonna take Vegas in the early '60s, thanks. But
Oh no, that's fine.
but I
Yeah,
just
you don't have to agree with it.
I do.
This guy looks like he's wearing a shower cap.
It's supposed to be an army helmet, but yeah, you're right.
This fight, I think, exactly happened in Turtles in Time.
I don't
No,
think it's
it's
him,
Tok-
but
it's
it's
Token
it's
Razor.
Token Razor.
Yeah, a lot of the bosses are swapped to reflect the second Ninja Turtles movie. It was right around when that came out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I thought we all just triple died. Like, seriously? Party white?
There we go. Fuck.
Well, that boss took 4 lives.
I think on my vacation, I'm just gonna pop in the original 90s trilogy of the movies.
You do well to just not watch the third one.
Oh, I know. I actually have the 4 package, the original trilogy, and then the 2000 CGI.
None of us have hit him yet.
Nope.
No, I think we have. Yeah, this level, obviously, from Turtles in Time.
Yeah.
Once again,
This
had
boss
like-
fight very much. Actually, no, it wasn't this boss fight. It was because he was on the screen at that point.
Yeah, and you're throwing dudes at him.
Which is a mechanic that is not in this game. Oh my god. It's hard to tell if you pick this guy or not.
Fucking Krang. Back to Dimension X, you weird chewed gum looking bastard. No, we got him in the sweet spot.
Keep standing there and getting hit, Dylan. You're doing a good job, buddy.
Really though.
Take one for the team.
I literally just spawned on him. Fuck you.
Fuck you, little bastard. All the shredders.
Oh man, it's old Shredder armor too.
Oh yeah.
He's got no sleeves.
It's a cool shredder, man.
So it's really the
The mask is off.
second Ninja Turtles movies when he had the really badass turtle Shredder armor.
Yeah, super shredder. Bonus points if you can name who was in that armor.
Oh fuck, Alpha actors back in that early.
Oh man, that's Kevin Nash. That's big sexy.
Wrestler.
Pro wrestler. And we
We
all.
Turtles again. Have you
Fuck you,
seen the
Robo
second
Zombie.
new Turtles movies?
I did the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
They
I've
are
seen the
not
second
fucking bad.
The second one's definitely not as good as the first one, but the first one,
one. No, I actually really enjoyed the first one. My only complaint, I think, was the elevator scene. I didn't like that.
well, where they're all singing,
Yeah, I didn't like that so much.
boxing, I didn't mind it. There was nothing about it. I'm like, this is a Ninja Turtles movie. Anybody expecting anything different was fucking, they were...
Oh no, I wasn't expecting anything different. That's fine. I just didn't like this thing as much.
Oh no, that's fair, but I mean, like, people that actually... Okay, that's
Oh
a
man,
big deal.
when that movie came out, people were just like bitching about it and saying how it wasn't like the originals. I'm like, have you even fucking gone back and watched
Go
the
back and
originals?
watch-
It's
go
a
back and
steaming
watch them
pile of
again.
shit. It is not good.
People were like, oh, it raped my nostalgia. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure your nostalgia has raped your memory.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
yeah.
There are things from the 90s and your childhood that you can go back and watch. There are some you can't. Ninja Turtles is one of them.
Oh god, yeah.
The early 2000s cartoon was good.
Pretty sure that's it. I don't think you go to Fight Krang again.
But what the hell do I know?
Nope.
Epilogue.
Freak the Foots, mangled the monsters.
A total detectadrome. That's turtle power.
Cowabunga!
But what about the Shredder and Krang?
Well, I mean, we
Burn
killed Shredder.
toast,
Krang
vaporize
left.
to milkshake, or
you
escape to
vaporize to
Dimension
milkshake?
X. Until we know, none of us can sleep safely in our beds. Shells. Oh, I get it. It's because they're turtles.
You get it? Because they're turtles?
Internet, do you get it? Because they're turtles?
I know I get it
For
because they're
Fuck's
turtles.
sakes.
Alright, so...
Great game, though.
Yeah, it's good.
It took no time at all.
No, it took absolutely no time. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take another short break, and we are going to move on to Sunset Riders.
So,
Wait.
Princess, if you're watching, this one's for you, baby.
Yeah, which also means somebody needs to send Princess a message.
Oh, I'm on it.
Okay, as long as somebody's on it. So yeah, just give us that sweet time, and we'll see you soon.